The road beyond Whitewalls, knight and king in shadow. When the smoke of Whitewalls faded behind them, Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Egg rode south beneath a gray sky. The air still smelled of ash and damp earth, and Dunk could feel the weight of the past pressing on his shoulders. He had seen too many banners fall, too many proud men blinded by dreams of crowns. Now all he wished for was a quiet road, a good horse, and enough honesty left in the world to keep his vows intact. Mika's lessons of the road. They wandered for years, through riverlands and mountain passes, across the storm-lashed coasts and the green plains of the Reach. Dunk taught Egg to mend armor, tend horses, and speak with kindness to the small folk. And Egg, in turn, taught Dunk to read and write, slowly, painfully, one letter at a time beside the campfire. Their lessons became laughter, and their laughter became trust. When inns were too costly, they slept beneath the stars. When storms rose, Dunk's great cloak sheltered them both. And though Egg was born a prince of dragon blood, he found freedom in the dust of the open road, echoes of fire and crown. Now and then, they crossed paths with lords and knights who remembered the Blackfire cause, whispering of vengeance yet to come. Egg would listen, his face calm, but Dunk could see the turmoil in his violet eyes. He knew his young squire carried a secret larger than either of them, a truth that, if spoken aloud, could change the realm. Sometimes at night, Dunk would find Egg staring into the embers. "Do you ever miss the Red Keep?" he asked once. Egg shook his head. "A crown is only gold, sir, but you taught me what honor feels like." Dunk smiled faintly.
Keep that lesson, lad.
"It'll weigh more than any crown ever forged." Tales of the Hedge Knight. Their names began to spread, stories told by merchants and minstrels of the tall knight and the bald boy. Some called them heroes, others fools. They saved villages from bandits, helped settle quarrels between stubborn lords, and once even escorted a group of orphans to Old Town. Everywhere they went, Dunk lived by one rule: do right even when no one sees. And Egg, listening always, grew from boy to young man beneath that creed. The shadow of destiny. Years passed. Egg's hair began to grow again, silver as moonlight. He spoke more often of his family, his brothers, and the realm. Dunk sensed that their road together was bending toward something greater. In Old Town, a raven came with tidings from King Aristophur, a royal summons, not for the boy, but for the knight. Dunk's deeds had reached the ears of the crown. He was to join the king's guard, and the small bald squire who once scrubbed his armor would one day wear a crown of his own, as King Aegon V, the unlikely. The bond unbroken. When that day finally came, they stood side by side in the Red Keep. The hedge knight who owned nothing knelt before the king he had raised from dust. "I'm still just Dunk, your grace," he said.